Well, welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us. This is Marty and Cheryl Turner. We're so excited that you're joining us for another great training call. This one is going to be all about building mindset. So, with that, we're so glad that you took time to check it out. Thank the person who thought enough to have you check out this video. And tonight, we're not only going to be looking at mindset, but we're also going to be talking about how it affects every area of your life. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my lovely wife, Master Coordinator Cheryl Turner, to get things started and talk a little bit more about words are energy.
Mindset has always been pivotal for me. I didn't always feel like doing a business or doing different things. And sometimes I've had some health challenges. And Marty knows I'm really sick if he hears me say, I feel great and I can barely talk. But it's easy to fall into victim mindset. You think you don't have a choice. And there was a Greek philosopher named Epictetus, and he was born a slave. After he was freed, he founded a school of philosophy, and he taught that we're responsible for our own actions and we can control them with self-discipline. It's not easy, but he said this quote, no man is free who is not master of himself. He also said, we hand our mind to anyone who comes along and we get all disturbed and troubled. But why would we do that? We need to take control of our own minds and our own futures. And people are losing their minds right now. There are storms around us on every areas, but we're not responsible for the things that happen to us, but we are responsible for our response.
That's right.
So even though we might choose to do nothing, and he said, it doesn't matter. It's not what happens to you, but it's how you react to it that matters. So don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. And that's something I've had to really work on hard, especially after the cancer. I kept talking about my arm being gimpy. Then I lost my rotator cuff. And so now I lost function in it, which I hadn't lost with the cancer. I should not have joked about that. Your mind and your body don't know the difference. We can change our life by how we speak about us. And is there anything that's holding you back from taking action? And what we don't change, we choose. So building your mindset can raise your vibration and it can give you better results.
Awesome. Really well said. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about these, patterns and breaking those patterns and routines. What small changes that you make today will definitely change your future. So think about all the things that happens throughout your day. It's okay to change patterns when they no longer serve you.
Yeah.
You don't have to say yes to someone you've outgrown. I mean, if you think about it, and also it's human nature, excuse me, to crave certainty. If you slip back into old patterns, don't beat yourself up, but do something about it. Make the change and remind yourself why we are changing and how it helps the person you are becoming. All of us are a work in progress and we learn about ourselves when we try new things. I mean, it's really important. They talk about, trying to play chess again or play checkers or play different card games to kind of stimulate your thinking. And what we do and what we like, what works for us and what doesn't, all those things are things that you'll learn by just growing and getting out of your comfort zone. So with that, let's talk a little bit more about this idea of discipline equals freedom.
Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. And magic happens outside of our comfort zone. That's where we grow the most, isn't it?
Yep.
When we can break those patterns that don't serve us, like Marty talked about, that's when we grow. New habits help who we are becoming, not who we were. So if we want things to change, we need to take ownership. Don't look for other people or other things to make us happy. Take responsibility for what's going on in our lives, the good and the bad. Be willing to go against the grain and do what you need to do to get what you want. Remember, you're doing this for your journey, nobody else's. So be honest with yourself about your strengths, your weaknesses, your resources. We don't have to be perfect. We just have to keep moving and see those as an opportunity to grow and build you. And that'll help you have that breakthrough.
All right, beautiful. All right, well, one of the other things is that we want to talk about the whole idea of stepping up. It's your turn. Success is inevitable. You just have to go for it. Do the work, focus and remove distractions. We talk about this whole idea of all the income producing activities that we need to be focused on and plan your work and then work your plan.
Yep.
Don't let fear, self-doubt, self-sabotage, indecision, and procrastination get in the way of your success. This journey is a process, and it's not always going to be smooth, but it's absolutely going to be worth it. And keep and understand that if you don't focus on those things, those distractions and all those other negatives will definitely keep you from your goals. And I love what Dr. Shackley says: your future will be exactly what you think to make it. However, some of you may or may not know there is more to the story, or more to the quote, if you will. And that is, new thoughts will guide you to new experiences.
Yeah.
So I hope and pray that all of you will continue to expand and grow. Sometimes it means going down different paths to be able to get to where you want. But if you don't have to know it all, we just have to move forward. That whole idea of we got to figure everything out, or I can't talk to someone about the products because I'm not an expert, or I don't know to understand the compensation plan, so I shouldn't share the business opportunity. We just have to do it and learn as you grow. We talk about earn as you learn.
Yep.
Is one of the big philosophies I've always had, that you don't have to know it all to get paid it all.
That's right.
All right. Well, Cheryl, talk a little bit more about harnessing the headwinds.
And I love that Roger leveled the playing field for us. We don't have to be health experts anymore.
Yeah.
In the old days, those were the people who made it to the top levels and made all the money. Today, all you have to do is be able to share the information they put together for you. We need to harness those headwinds. And I had a little run-in with cancer years ago. I was at the U of M hospital for 3 weeks. 1 week I was in ICU.
Yeah.
And at that time, they gave me 6 months to live. Again, it was 14 years ago. But while I was in my room, an eagle swooped to my room. And I remembered the scripture: they that wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings as eagles. And I told Marty when he came in, I said, there was an eagle. It had to have at least a 5-foot wingspan, and it swooped the room. And Marty's like, sure it did, honey. And because I had been hallucinating. And he told the nurse, I thought I saw an eagle. And she said, yes, there's an eagle's nest right above this room. So it was so wonderful that they put me in that room. And, we need to give more of our weight that we're carrying to our faith. However you build your faith, it'll build your health.
Yep.
Pray, don't carry that weight alone. And above all, do not let your history keep you from your destiny. Our wingspan plays a crucial role in generating that lift. Like that eagle with that 5-foot wingspan was carried to the roof. And Shackley is your wingspan. You don't have to be the strength. We were the first climate neutral certified. We've got these wonderful green cleaners, clean skincare, powerful, potent natural nutrition that helps with anti-aging, longevity, and a ton of health challenges. And again, all we have to do is share it. Dr. Shackley used to say the products, what is it? They can't get up, walk across the street and introduce themselves.
The products will sell themselves.
Oh, yeah.
However, they won't get up off the shelf and go introduce themselves to your friends and family.
That's right. That's our job. And again, that wingspan plays a crucial role, but you guys are so blessed to be with a company that has a wingspan. And right now it is generating lift for hundreds of people. We just had a trip to, where was that? Dominican Republic. 700 people earned that trip. You guys, things are happening in the wellness industry, and Shackley is leading the charge. So we're so blessed. I know for me, the powerful, potent products have made a world of difference for our kids, our grandkids. For Marty, it has made a huge difference for our family. And when a person shared Shackley with us, they had no idea of the impact that they were going to have on our family. So stake your claim. And someone is praying for what you have. A couple of years ago, I got a message from an old friend, and I put it in my notes for tonight, and it said, good morning, Cheryl. I'm sitting here thinking a lot lately about how you reached out to me. You met a need in my life that I had literally cried out to God for. My immune system was shot from trauma, and I knew meds were not the way I wanted to go. I will never forget how God used you in my life. Through all of this, the change in my body has been incredible. And I'm just speaking from my heart because I'm so grateful for you reaching out to me. Sometimes when you go out of your comfort zone, you are impacting a life in a way you can't even comprehend. She went on to say, I've got a great start now, and I appreciate from the depth of my heart everything. I thank you and Marty for reaching out. You are wonderful family to me, and I'm so
Mm,
grateful. Have a wonderful day. I am so blessed. You guys, I've been in a lot of other businesses and I did good things for people, but I never got a note like that from anybody.
powerful. Really, really good stuff. Well, what we want to talk about next is this idea of you having the opportunity to take your shot.
Mhm.
If you don't take it, then it will just be there and it will go to someone else. So we talk about opportunity don't go away; they just go to someone else.
That's
So
right.
what do you need to do? Well, you might want to pick up the phone. You might want to send a text or make a call or ask a favor. Maybe it's just a matter of having them take the Meology health quiz and just saying, hey, I'd like you to check this out. Would you do me a favor and just take this little quiz? The big thing about it is that you can send all these incredible links that are available through Shackley TV. And the video that Roger did was absolutely powerful. You can do that, or you can share the link from the Forbes article from last week.
Yeah.
It's in your member center or on your team Facebook page. Uh, just do something. Don't miss the many millionaires that will be created when when people are out there being focused and doing the income producing activities. And I hope and I pray that you'll be one of those that will take your shot because you are absolutely worth it. And as Wayne Gretzky always has said, you'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right.
So this could be literally starting a chain reaction of health and wealth for people that you don't even know. I mean, think about it. It may be someone connected to the person that you talk to. It's never been a more important time to be able to go out there and take your shot at success, at health, and changing your lives and knowing how you can impact your family and so many other people around you, and even those that you don't know. Talk about a powerful impact.
Right.
Anything else that you want to
No,
share on a
just
closing note?
the person who shared this with us never dreamt that we could have that kind of impact on my friend who wrote us that letter.
Pretty amazing stuff. All right. Well, with that, we thank you all for taking a look and listening to what we're so excited about. Get back with the person who shared this video with them. Thank them. Get all your questions answered, and let's go out there and make it a really great year. Changing that positive mindset will definitely change the trajectory of your entire life. We love you guys. Take care. We'll see you on another video. Bye for now.